Ever feel like someone loves you, but somehow you can't breathe? Like every choice you make isn't really yours? This is the truth about control is not care, and the moment one man realized he was living someone else's life will hit closer than you think. Stay with this motivational story. It might change how you see your own emotional independence. There was a small town at the edge of a wide valley in Montana, where the mountains stood quiet and the river flowed without hurry, like time itself had decided to slow down there. In that town lived a man named Daniel. He was not young, not old, somewhere in the middle of life, where a person thinks they already know who they are. Daniel was a good man, the kind people trusted, the kind who showed up. He worked hard, he was kind to his neighbors, and he never caused trouble. But there was one thing everyone in the town noticed about him. He never made a decision on his own, not a single one. If someone asked Daniel what he wanted for dinner, he would pause, look around, and wait. If a choice came to him, which road to take, which crop to plant, which job to accept, he always waited for someone else to decide first. A quiet pattern often seen in psychology story reflections of human behavior. People thought he was simply calm, easygoing, a go-with-the-flow kind of guy. But the truth was different. Daniel had a mother named Margaret. Margaret loved her son more than anything in the world. Anyone who saw her with Daniel could feel that love instantly. It was warm, constant, undeniable. She cooked for him, worried about him, spoke for him when he stayed quiet. She chose his friends, warned him about people, told him when to sleep and when to wake. Subtle but powerful signs of controlling parent psychology and emotional control in relationships. And every time she did these things, she said the same words.
I only do this because I love you. I only want what is best.
And Daniel believed her. He always had. When he was a boy, Margaret chose his friends, the safe ones. As he grew older, she chose where he worked, what clothes he wore, which roads he walked. She had once stopped him from marrying a woman named Emily, a kind and gentle woman from the next town. Margaret had said Emily was wrong for him, one of those quiet, hidden, toxic love signs that don't look dangerous at first. Daniel had listened. He had let Emily go, just like that. He was now 40 years old, and he had never once planted a seed without asking his mother first which seed to choose, an example of emotional dependence often explored in a personal growth story. The town had a name for people like Daniel, though they never said it out loud. They called them the tethered ones, people tied so tightly to someone else's will that their own had gone silent, like a fire with no air left to breathe. But Daniel didn't feel trapped. He felt safe, which is exactly how relationship life lessons often describe unhealthy attachment. It doesn't feel like a cage until it does. His mother always knew better. She had never been wrong. At least, that's what he believed. Then one autumn, a traveler named Peter Whitmore came to town. He was older, sun-worn, the kind of man who looked like he had lived many lives in one. He carried a pale wooden walking stick and moved at an unhurried pace. He stopped at the well for water. Daniel was the one who gave it to him. They sat by the roadside while Peter rested. At first, they spoke about simple things, the weather, the harvest, the river. Then Peter looked at Daniel more closely, like he was reading something beneath the surface. He said,
"You have a good face, but your eyes look like they are always asking permission."
Daniel let out a small laugh.
That's a strange thing to say.
Peter didn't smile. Instead, he asked,
"What is something you wanted to do once, but never did?"
Daniel was about to say nothing, but something came. Emily. He remembered the morning his mother had told him, not asked, that Emily was not right for him.
Look, Daniel, She's not right for you.
He remembered the tight feeling in his chest, like something pulling too hard, a quiet moment of emotional suppression often explored in psychology story narratives. He had ignored it, trusted his mother, let Emily walk away. Peter was watching him. Daniel said slowly,
There was a woman I wanted to marry once.
Peter nodded, as if he had expected that answer.
Why didn't you?
Daniel replied,
My mother said she wasn't right for me.
Silence settled between them. The wind moved gently through the dry grass. Then Peter said something Daniel had never heard before, at least not like this.
A person who loves you will teach you how to choose, but a person who controls you will always choose for you and will call it love, so that you never question it.
Daniel didn't speak, but something inside him shifted. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough. Like a window opening in a room that had been closed for years. A moment of self-respect and boundaries beginning to wake up. He thought of every choice he had never made, every road he had never taken, every word he had swallowed, and Emily still standing there in his memory, waiting for him to say something, and how he never did. Peter stood, picked up his walking stick, and thanked Daniel.
Thanks for the water.
Before leaving, he said one last thing.
The cage that is made of love is the hardest one to see, but it is still a cage.
A quiet truth about emotional control in relationships. That evening, Daniel walked into his mother's house. Margaret stood by the stove, stirring a pot. She looked up and smiled. It was warm, real, full of love. And for the first time, Daniel saw both things clearly. The love and the cost of that love. He sat down and said quietly,
Mother, I want to start making my own choices.
She looked at him for a moment.
You will make mistakes.
Daniel nodded.
Yes, but they will be mine.
A simple sentence, but a powerful step toward self-respect and boundaries and personal freedom.
And hey, if this felt a little too real, give a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, share it with a friend, and stick around, because we're just getting started.
That night, for the first time in 40 years, Daniel fell asleep without asking what tomorrow should look like. The next morning, he woke before the sunrise. He walked to the edge of the valley and chose a road he had never taken before. It was a small step, but it was his first real step toward taking control of your life and true emotional independence. Control is not care. Real care gives you space to grow, to fall, to try, and to become yourself. This is what defines healthy relationships and meaningful relationship life lessons. When someone loves you but decides everything for you, they are not protecting you, they are protecting themselves. Think about your own life. Is there someone who makes your choices and calls it love? Is there a voice inside you that waits for permission? That voice belongs to you.
Real love says, I believe in you.
Control says,
I know better.
they are not the same. This is the heart of self-empowerment and every true personal growth story. The people who control us often love us deeply. They are not villains. They are afraid. But understanding that does not mean you stay. It means you can leave with compassion for them and for yourself. That is where true emotional independence begins. before it's too late.